So hello buddies, and once again welcome to the season 6 of the Davis Cup series. So here is the program for tonight. We're gonna start with the introduction for the tournament. Then we will realize the toss for the qualification stage, which concerns 64 AIs, or I would say 64 teams. Um, After this, we will play a new game which is called Age of Board Games. And for the final today, we will watch a bunch of matches. Um, we will check among the matches we will have with the toss which deserves to be the first match to open the tournament. So just let me be sure that the sound is okay. Do you hear me? I guess you do, but I want to be sure. So hello Wettle, hello Fireball, hello everyone. Okay, Mr. Elephant, thank you. Thank you so much. So let me introduce this tournament. It's probably the biggest one regarding the amount of teams participating. We've got 96 AIs in 84 teams. With something special because in fact I introduced some teams for the season 6. It wasn't the case before, so that way we can have several AIs teaming together. That was an idea from Marathon, which wanted to see its a very old team called Pume, which participated like 10 years ago in a very old tournament, and one of his AIs was teaming with an AI made by Promi, another by Untrusted, if I'm right, and another one by Elivo. So this is a Pume team which is gonna participate to the qualification stage, and I would say that maybe this time we will have Barbarian falling. That's definitely something which can happen this time. I remember that each new season of the Davis Cup I used to say, okay, Barbarian will fall this time, but it never happened. But this time I think that the overall skill of AIs grow up a lot with crazy new AIs like Real Boom, of course, Morrigan, Immortal, Shadow, the General, which turns pretty strong. So definitely we can expect something new happening for the final of this tournament, and maybe Barbarian will need his scripters to come back. I mean the max, of course. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand how the tournament is gonna work. So we will check the bracket first. Hello Cheese and Toast, welcome. Okay, so how does work the qualification stage? So it concerns 64 AIs, and let's say that it's gonna be already a big tournament by itself because only 12 AIs will reach the final stage among 64 AIs. So 12 is definitely not that many. So to organize it well, I asked Leaf and Marathon to help me to define some seeds. That way we can have the strongest AIs participating to the qualification stage to prevent them to fight against each other. So to make it the fairest we can. And so let me show you which are the seats defined by the administrators of the tournament. So this is the classification. So we've got Immortal, Shadow, the General, Rioboom, the Morrigan, Pandai Tuto, Anti-Tribal, and Esty Tuto Master, which are gonna be the top 8 seats. And then we've got Thermopylae, Valkyrie Warrior, Force Wind, Alice's, Iosop Machine, Phyrex, Up, Demon, and Bambi, which are gonna be seeded 9 to 16. So I think that if you got questions about how it works, maybe I can go back to the bracket. Okay, so let's say that if you look, for example, at the group A and the group B, they are linked together with the loser bracket. The AIs losing their match in the group will be sent to the loser bracket, which is a mix between A and B. So the winner of what we can call the winner bracket, for example, group A, will be qualified, while in the loser bracket, the AIs having lost at least one match will have to reach the ultimate step, I mean win the loser bracket to get the qualification. So it means that between group A and B we will have 3 AIs qualified. And we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So it means that we've got an amount of 12 AIs qualified at the end to reach the final stage, round 1, in which we've got already the top seeded, top 20 seeded AIs, which are already qualified, like for example Barbarian, Promi, The Horde, Tribal, Maya, etc., Subjugator, which are waiting for the qualification stage to enter the tournament. So, is this clear? Now, in fact, Metibiri, not the 64 AIs were seeded. Okay, so to answer your question, Kimberley, why Rioboom is above, well, why General is above Rioboom? Just because Rioboom won't play its best, unfortunately. I mean, it's a monster on the definitive edition, but the Night Panda didn't manage to make Rioboom as good as it is in the definitive edition, so don't expect Rioboom to be that strong, but at least it's definitely a strong AI. So that's why General is ahead. Okay, so this said, we're gonna start the toss right now. Okay, so yeah, I definitely hope that he's gonna be strong, because Rioboom deserves to be at a great level compared to what it does in the definitive edition. Okay, so I'm now using Tabletop Simulator, and as you can see, we've got several bags in which we've got the seeded AIs and the rest of the AIs. So seeded 21 to 28 contains, let me show you, Rio Boom, Pandey Tuto, Morrigan, Esty Tuto Master, Shadow, Anti-Tribal, Immortal, and the General. Well, let me close this up. Okay, and then we've got the 8 next seeded AIs, and we've got 48 random AIs. I mean they are not seeded. Okay, so we will go with the blue bag, in which we've got the letter which is linked to the group it will reach. So for example, A1 is going to be the AI which will reach the top of the bracket from the group A, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle the AI first, and then we can go. So I will start to take the seeded AI first, then the second tier of the seeded AIs, and then the random AIs. So let's start with the top AIs for the group A. That's gonna be Rio Boom, group A. Group B, Immortal. Interesting. And then the second tier will be picked. We've got Bambi and Alice's. Okay. So now let's go for the random. A4, Fire. B2, FEGGL. B1, so let's say that it's gonna be against Immortal, Ves Ravana. A2, Bundle City. B4, ATE. A2, which will play against Bundle City. Kalindotor. Interesting. Both of their AIs are pretty new, so it's gonna be interesting to look at this match. B4 against ATE. Junior. Okay, Junior is made by Fireball. It's an early version of Shadow. A1 against Rio Boom. Rage. A4 against Fire. Ternary. A3 against Alice's. Aliver Regiments. Okay, Aliver Regiments is a team composed with Tyrant, Ace, and who was the last one? Lightning. Yes, Lightning. Okay. Tyrant being probably the best of the team, and those 3 AIs are made by Alivo. B2 against RFD Gel. Mini Power. Mini Power is a team composed with AIs which are really small, with only few cuts, like Mini Note, Mini 90. And well, in this team we've got Airfy Aries, which is made by the same author of RFD Gel, so that's kind of funny. And so against Bambi, we've got Imcase Miro. Okay, so that's it, man. We've got the top of the bracket, which is made. So each time I will need some times just to write on my paper the result, because at least after the toss I will need the break to update the bracket. So I hope that you guys are happy with the toss. Okay, so that's it. And so let's say that the next is gonna be the group C and the group D. Just let me check something. Okay, so group C and D now. So I will shuffle the bags. And here we go, group C. So I will start with the top AIs. Shadow, group C. Group D, Esty to Master. We've got Demon, Shadow side in the group C, and Valkyrie Warrior for the group B. And now let's go for the random AIs. So A4, Grasshopper. Grasshopper is made by William. It's a very new AI that probably none of you guys know, except Interlapus and William itself. I know absolutely nothing about this AI, so well, it's A4, sorry, it's gonna go there. A3 against Demon, odd job. A4 against Grasshopper, VNS Allen. Okay, it's already a good test for Grasshopper because VNS Allen is an old AI, but it used to be pretty strong in the past. B4 Okay, Rough is a team of a bunch of AIs. This team is, well, the leader of this team is Leif Erikson version 3.2. And, well, I'll let you guys discuss about this team. If I'm right, Mr. Elephant might be in this team, not sure. Or maybe it's Philosopher 1, I don't remember. B2. Okay, Team Pume. A2. Games God. B4. Maximus. A1 against Shadow. Alpha V4. B3 against Valkyrie Warrior. Maxi Power, interesting. So it's 4 AIs all made by Zmax, and one of them is Barbarian himself. So let's say that Maxi Power can be really strong. A2 against Games God, we've got Crusade Maya. The same author of Crusade, which was known as one of the best AIs 6 years ago. B1 against Esty Tutomaster. The Unknown, okay. Already a good opponent for Esty Tutomaster. And at last we've got B2 against Pume. Pantheon. Okay, so we've got Group C and Group D. So once again, sorry for the delay, but I need to write the names. Okay, so it's done. Now let's go for the group EF. Yeah, Pantheon is definitely a strong AI, which goes for fast castle and knights. Okay, so we've got 4, 4 and 24, so let's say that everything is okay. No mistake in this toss. I'm even better than the FIFA to organize the toss. Or the UEFA, if I'm right. Okay, so let's go. Group E. Oh, the general. And other side, the Morrigan. Okay. I submachine in the same group than the general. And Thermopylae in the same group that the Morrigan. So let's go A2. Okay, the prophecy of something. Kimberly, I let you tip the complete name of your team, please. The prophecy of crows, burn, shadow, something like that. A pretty long name for this team. Okay, A1 against the general. Okay, A lane. B1 against the Morrigan. BTJ best straight. A4 Million. B2 Infamous Celtica. B2 Binary. A4 Ranger. B4 Miggins. A3 against Aya Submachine. Boss. Oh, it's a classic. A2 Cyan. Well, it's a good test against the Prophecy team. B3 against Thermopylae. No limit. And B4 against Miggins, we've got Vetrix. Okay. So give me time. So we are close to the end of the toss. We've got the two last group, the group G, A, and H. Pandey Tuto, anti-tribal. Fourth win is gonna be Pandey Tuto side, and Firex up in the group H. A4 Gus. So Gus and Torizan are both qualified from the Geezer tournament hosted by Mr. Elephant and Philosopher, which offered two spots for the qualification stage of the Davis Cup 6. So that's why Gus definitely deserves to be here. A1 against Panda Tuto, Tourism. A2, Eidolon. A3, Strongbow. B2, CPS Alexander. B3, John Mendel. B4, Chameleon. B1, Cosmos. B4, JD. It's a team with our good old Goemel plus Tlamakaski. A4, Vikenate. B2, VNS Chris Tournament. And the last one is, well, it was B2, sorry. Yeah, B2, well, it's against CPS Alexander. And so the last one is Crusade, okay. So that's it, man. We finished the toss. Okay, Zikanate is something close to the unknown or Alice's. Let's say that Zikanate is what we can consider a previous version of Alice's, but maybe Ofu can help to explain how Zikanate plays. I don't know if Ofu is around. So we've got definitely pretty interesting matches. So it will be hard to define which deserves to be the first match for the opening of the Davis Cup 6. I will let you pick anyway.